Hello again. It's been a week since the last one, and for this video I'll show the current, unfortunately non-existent progress of the prototype, how I managed to do it, as well as for some important updates regarding the prototype and some directions I'm taking with it. Now to start things off, I wanna give a minor correction from the last video, because that last system is not O because it's O squared because I implemented it wrong. I wanted to correct it because why shouldn't I? And it's going to be a very predominant theme throughout my journey of making this game. Besides, right now, it is indeed oven amortized. Let me explain later. Right now, what you see here is the new structure, the overflow buffer. It's a simple structure that outputs ahead when you're free and outputs counterclockwise otherwise. On the screen, you can see how the implementation works in tight spaces and can be used to still meet a target. Now that's finally out of the way, let me explain my refactor and why I hate this structure with a fucking passion. First off, the problem with the original implementation is that it only accounts for multiple inputs, but not multiple outputs. This is why the structure didn't work, so I decided to change that. This leads to what I call checkpoints. Checkpoints are special buildings that stop all incoming resource streams temporarily when they are approached. If I want to make the game interesting, I'll need to account for multiple output structures like this piece of shit. And so after spending about a day, I finally managed to refactor it for every possible edge case. Well, I'd be normally done after this. Unfortunately, another idea arrived. Why go through all the trouble of trees? I'm gonna go even more generic. A DAG, directed acyclic graph. Well, technically it's not acyclic, but all my cycles are frozen anyway, so it counts anyway, so whatever. Idea was, since every node is now a checkpoint and treated as a checkpoint, it allows me three things. Highly generalized structures for quick progress, still theoretically efficient implementation, and I never had to touch this thing ever again in the long term. So naturally, it was now time for implementing the damned thing. It was here where I truly started to hate this fucking buffer. The worst thing about debugging about something so complex is not the amount of code written, but rather that the changes that you make are usually limited to 3 to 4 characters, yet you still can't tell what the hell is going on. Anyway, after pushing through a week of on and off working, I have finally done it. The code is so simple that it can even fit in the video. Step 1, process the connected streams. If a structure has a resource, then I consider it to be a valid IO. And then you filter out the streams. Yeah, there is sorting, but it's over arrays of size of 3, so it's really no big deal. And finally, the DAG traversal. It's very simple. We simply fold this godforsaken loop and trust that it works. And there you have it. And to show it, I even made a nice tree debugger that visualizes all the trees made. Yes, it's important that I show you this. And the best part, it's all O of N amortized. It's a fancy way of saying that it's fast most of the time, so shut up. Now, some of you may have frequently paused the video and may be wondering if there really is a better way other than yes. There is. But right now it works, and I think that's what matters most. And if I ever want to refactor it again, well, unless I jump off a building, then I can simply just change the code. It's well divided enough that I don't have to change the inner workings of the structures, and if I do, I simply deprecate it to another abstraction, I guess, and it should be smooth sailing from there. And that is it for the main part of this devlog. And if there's anything you should take away from this, don't give up. I mean, I probably will. But what I'm trying to say here is that even if a problem seems very daunting, just push on a bit. You'll learn a lot. And when that happens, the next time you come across that same problem, it's gonna be much easier. Hopefully. Now onto the other stuff. I apologize if this was shorter than usual. I really spent that much time trying to get this crap to work. This will also be the last of the technical deep dives, half because of what I'm saying is probably wrong, and half because I really want these devlogs to be more content focused from now on. Hell, look what I have planned, and all I can implement is one lousy dumb buffer. Now, while I do think the previous video did feel slow, I also have a feeling this video might be too fast. Probably just there's not that much content. And also hopefully my voice is clearer. I'm not sure. I tried playing around with the filters. So just tell me if there's anything I can improve on and what DaVinci tutorial I should watch. Now, I have constantly said that the cycles will freeze, and that's simply because I want it to be something similar to this actually good game. But I do want to hear from what you guys want. I'm considering 3 approaches: the current approach, actual cycle propagation, or the fun option and just blow every fucking structure. And if you've noticed, I've changed the structure atlas. Do you like them? I'm trying to go for a more simplistic design for most structures, and I want to reserve the complicated looks for the complex buildings themselves. Finally, I do plan on taking some time off from this game to make the Snake game, just to get a taste of what the big boy market is like and get my dreams crushed, but set realistic. Of course, I'll do that after making some substantial progress on this thing. That is all I have to say right now. As usual, please do leave feedback on the video. And that's all for my ramblings. I suppose. See ya.